Welcome back to Everyone Has a Story, True Tales from Everyday Life. I'm so glad you're here. This is the fourth in a 7-part series, 7 gifts, lessons if you will, to remember each day upon waking. In this season of giving, please accept this message of light and optimism. Happy holidays to you. From us, be generous with your love and hugs, and always walk in balance. Let's talk about the fourth gift, that of attitude. Each night when we go to sleep, Creator places the stone of sleep on our eyes. When the sun rises the next morning, Creator lifts the stone from our eyes that we might live another day. This is an old Panji Sipe belief that my Made has always taught me. When we open our eyes the next day, we are given 7 gifts to take into our day. These are guideposts that show us the path forward, to fulfillment for that day, to peace of mind, and calm for the soul. Attitude. It is the driving force of behavior. Stay confident and open to adventures that remind you that you are uniquely you and unforgettable. This is Inga Maj's story. Shh, shh. We can't let them hear us. We just need to find our way back out to the car. I think the parking lot is over there somewhere. Giggling and more giggling, a teenage girl and a middle-aged woman creeping through the darkened halls and rooms of a small church, trying to escape the boredom of the women's luncheon with its cucumber sandwiches and twittering gossip. The more we got lost, the harder we laughed. The more wrong turns we took, the more we had to stifle ourselves. It seemed as though we were caught in a labyrinth. What would we say if we got caught creeping through the church? Wait. No, let's try this door. Now, shh, come on, follow me. It can't be that far. There has to be a back way out of here. Look, I think I see a stairwell or something. And more giggling. Oh, the giggling and stumbling over furniture. Creaking doors that seemed loud enough they might hear us in Norway. Rooms and halls so dark we could barely see one of us in front of the other. Eventually, we did find our way out to the car, and then we sat there. And Inga Maj sob in that church parking lot, laughing so hard we had tears rolling down our cheeks. What a predicament we'd gotten ourselves into. Again, during the summers of 1984 and 1985, I spent several weeks in Dalsed, Sweden, with my high school friend Rolf and his mom Inga Maj. That first summer, Rolf was working at the Saab plant, and so Inga Maj and I were left most days to get into trouble. Spend time together. She was always an adventurous spirit. Even without intention, she would get us, and often her neighbor Rita, into the most hilarious situations. Situations which 35 plus years later, I still recall and retell with snorts of laughter and delight. Inga Maj had attitude. There is no other way to describe it. She always made whatever circumstance we'd gotten ourselves into something fun and memorable. From missing the ferry departure on our way to Denmark and having to make another entire round trip to Sweden and back, to midnight drives across the border into Norway, with Inga Maj driving me past old abandoned houses and Rita telling me scary stories about them. It was always an experience for the memory book. Her attitude was one I have admired for all these years. I later found my oldest sister Helen and recognized in her also a spirit of fun, excitement, and crazy exploits. The memory of the laughter I have shared with those 2 women will always be cherished. Attitude is the driving force behind a person's behavior. Negative attitudes beget negative experiences, responses, and behavior. The opposite is true for positive attitudes. Attitude can be fleeting or persistent. It is a commentary on both past and present events. When we encounter something or someone more than once, we usually develop an attitude about it. Something we like, dislike, something we find distasteful or pleasant. It is determined by ideas, values, perceptions, experiences. Both family life and societal experiences are formative. In today's vernacular, attitude simply means a person who is self-confident, bold, and comfortable in their own skin, sometimes to a negative extreme. But in the case of people like Inga Maj and Helen, both sadly passed on now to be with Creator, It is and was all that, the positive extreme. So as the stone of sleep is lifted from your eyes for another day, accept the gift of attitude. Be confident, open to adventures and explorations of all kinds. You are uniquely you. Never forget it. And rest easy in knowing that others won't either. Do you have a story about someone in your life who has real attitude? Please share with us in the comment section below. Attitude can be the difference between success and failure, can it not? What are your thoughts? And consider subscribing with notification bell turned on if you enjoy content like this. And a thumbs up sure would be appreciated as well. Thanks for visiting with us. We hope to see you next time on Everyone Has a Story, True Tales from Everyday Life.